Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. Coach said they were thrilled to get off to a good start last week, starting the season 1-0, but there is so much he wants to clean up. He said, I showed the guys film. We have a very specific list of things that we've got to improve this week. Expectations are already high, but we have got to take it a game at a time and execute a game at a time. He said they will be better today, and their focus is all on execution and communicating. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Shepard. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that. Over. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Bentley. Got it in the middle, it's Carrion. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off. Go.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Looking down the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. Here's a little room there. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Right side, it's Cunningham. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Setting up the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to Davis. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. keeping it on the ground with the single back. They've got him corralled.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to force that one.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Making the adjustment. Motion from the wide receiver. Sells the run, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Left side is Carrion. And the Sooners peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Escapes the pressure to his right. Takes a hit as he fires. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The lone back's got it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Throws quickly. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Powers inside. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Press set of downs going up top. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for room straight ahead. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Right back to the well. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the return, it's Avant. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking for space. It's Shepard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Back to pass, it's Knight. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. The 30. The 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. You can grab, but you can't hold on. Defensive holding penalty would give this offense a 1st down. You want to be physical on defense, but too much grabbing. They got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. Going to the running game. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Drops back, it's Knight. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Catch in the middle, it's Blaylock. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Making the adjustment on the play. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Odom. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
From the gun, it's Shepard. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Keep it on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 4 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Hurricanes, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Just had to get rid of it.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Showing the arm strength to the left. Upstairs to make the catch. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Running inside. It's Blaylock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Third down play from the gun. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get it.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his opponent. At the 38. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Knight. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it. To the air, it's Knight.
With the catch, it's Cunningham. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. On play action. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback changing the play. Off play action on first down. Looking left. Got him downfield. Big play. Takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down.
I love the play call offensively. Because you've got the lead, you know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that third down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Cunningham. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back to pass, it's Knight. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Under pressure. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. There he goes to the right. To the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Avan. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive. Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll move the wide receiver. Sells to run, looking to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay, I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They keep pushing forward now. Back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Throws it back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver...
Then guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He wants a big play here late. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions.
Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown